My bad. Miscue. Miscue. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. But guys, what's good? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Ferris Muthana, and welcome to a new show on Good Friends, Better Rivals. We are talking 90 feet. We're talking baseball, the one sport we've neglected on the channel. And I don't know why, because we all love the game of baseball. It is America's pastime, plus our tremendous neighbors up north, the Canadians. It's their not pastime because that's hockey, but it's another sport that they love as well. But without further ado, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ferris, and I'm not alone. I'm never alone. I got my main man, Ryan. Ryan, how are you, bro?
Oh, I'm doing awesome. This is so great to, finally bring a show to the Good Friends Better Rivals Network that's been missing for a long time. And, again, like you said, we talk about baseball all the time, and it's, you know what? It's fantastic because both of you are my friends, and both of your teams I absolutely despise. So this is going to be fun, and I
Yes,
and I can't wait to get into it.
it's
So
just
this is going to be fun.
it's just a triangle of hatred. It's just a triangle of
Oh,
hatred. And
yes,
and,
oh
and then
yeah.
at the top of the hate, at the top of the triangle of hatred is the man underneath us. It is Suge Knight 323. Suge, how are you?
I'm doing all right. All we need is a Giants fan, and it would just be all the hate, right?
Yes, all
Between
of
the
the hate.
four teams.
Yes.
It's great to be here, talking some baseball with not only the two people that I love talking sports with, but also the two people that we have beaten in the last two World Series.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm excited.
It took how long did it take, Ryan? How long did it take? Less than 2 minutes before
Well,
he talked about it.
I,
Less
I'm
than
surprised.
2 minutes.
I'm actually surprised that he didn't interrupt you in the intro to
That's what
say
I'm saying.
that.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
it's just come on.
Yeah. But guys, as we go forward, right? This is our new show, 90 feet. I will be doing certain recorded videos to introduce you to the show. World Baseball Classic is on, so is spring training. Then during the season, we'll have certain videos. I believe it was probably once or twice a month to just recap the month because it's 162 games. We all have jobs.
Oh yeah, it's a
Some of us
long
have
season.
some of us have kids, so probably once or twice a month we recap the month of our teams. And usually, we go through the stats, who's hot, who's not, did they rebound. So be on the lookout for those. We're not going to inundate you with that much stuff, but we really love baseball. We want to bring our opinions to it. But without further ado, let's talk about it, guys. Spring training has started. We're a couple games in. I want to get everyone's initial thoughts on who they're looking at, what are they seeing right now, early on, and what their opinions are. Ryan, what about you? What's going on in the Toronto? I believe are they in the Grapefruit League or are they in the Cactus?
Grapefruit. Yeah, they're
Yes.
based out of Dunedin.
Yes. So tell me what's who are you looking at? What are the youngsters you're looking at, and who have caught your eye?
Well, I wouldn't like youngster wise. I wouldn't really say there's too many. Like I mean, obviously we'd like to see another jump in Addison Barger. Take that next step to to whatever his ceiling hopefully is very high can be. But realistic. But from my team's perspective, there's two that I'm looking at to see just how they will fit in. And the first one is Cody Ponce. I want to see how he can kind of navigate his way from, the I believe was it the Korean baseball league he was in or the Japanese league. It was one of the two. To come back to a North American style where hitters are a little bit better. Hopefully his stuff will be good. He can climatize himself pretty easily. And the other one is a wonderful third baseman that we picked up from the Japanese league. He's RKO. He's he's RKO. Okamoto Kazumura Okamoto. I
Mm-hmm.
want I this kid has a lot of promise. Hopefully, with the coaching staff we have, which is looked at upon throughout the league as a top tier uh, coaching staff with the facilities we have and everything like that. Let's see if we can take his hitting to the next level. That's kind of what I'm looking at. I mean, we lost Bo Bichette, and you know what? It is what it is. He was a proven hitter. Defensively, he was not a liability, but he wasn't the strongest. He wasn't our strength.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the two, like Cody Ponce. and obviously Dylan Cease, but Dylan Cease is a proven Major
Yeah,
League
yeah.
Baseball player.
We know all
So I
about
mean,
that.
it's just Cody Ponce and KO for me. Those are the two that I have my eye on, and big things I hope they can do for us.
Yeah. Sure. What about you? Same question.
I mean, with the Dodgers right now, we do have young players, but we're more looking forward to the vets and the um, the vets and the seasoned players who've been on the championship the last 2 years. But we're looking for our young stars to make a leap. But right now, little trouble in paradise with Roki Sasaki. He has not been pitching well. Played against the Cleveland. I was gonna say Indians, Cleveland Guardians. That's just how long I've been watching the Guardians in a
Hmm.
while. But gave up a grand slam and then gave up a home run right after that. So he's kind of in a weird situation of where what do we do with him? Do we keep him in the bullpen? Is he a starting pitcher in the MLB or is he a bullpen guy? Um, so that's kind of interesting. Obviously, our big signing was Mister
Kyle,
Kyle
Kyle Tucker.
Tucker. Excuse me, um, and I think that signing really is going to let him shine because he's sitting behind four MVPs possibly that could be on any team and be the guy on any other team, and he's not going to have to really carry a team like he maybe had to do in Chicago. So I like what he's going to bring to the table.
Hmm.
And for the Dodgers, it's about staying healthy. We're not worried about right now. We're worried about October. That's when we want to start um, being in our groove. We saw it last year. We won the World Series two different ways with the bullpen, with starting pitching. How can we
Yeah.
win it a third time? What are we going to do? Um, so it's all dependent on that kind of situation and health with the Dodgers. So that's where we're at.
You won it by an inch last year. Like that's all that's the bottom line.
It was like the great Dom Toretto said, right, Ferris? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
A win is a
Winning
win.
is a win.
Winning. Yeah. And literally by an inch. Like literally by an inch. Like the
It
home
was a
run
it was a
barely
clean.
went over. Yeah, barely the home run barely went over the wall. And Miguel Rojas recovered a second faster than usual because the man's like a 40 years old slipping on grass and he still made the shot. And then Isaiah kind of Falefa didn't want to slide, but that's a
Like,
conversation for another day.
That's
well,
that's
real quick. I mean, real quick. Oh, well, we wanted to keep this short, so we haven't really talked about that. Like we've talked about it, but we haven't done a video about it about that last game. And Ryan being from Toronto, I'm a Dodgers fan.
From Ottawa.
Like you know, okay, he's from Ottawa. He's still from Canada. He was
Okay.
rooting for the Blue
yeah.
Jays.
I only have one
You
team in my country, Ferris. Come on now.
Yeah.
but that just real quick, real quick 5 minute thoughts on that World Series. Starting with you, Ryan, because you are a Toronto Blue Jays fan. How
Well,
do,
I
how do
thought
you feel?
like again, I thought it was probably one of the best World Series that's been played in many years. I mean, I was fortunate enough. I was at the '93 game when Joe Carter hit the home run. I was there.
Oh wow,
Like
That's nice.
nothing like that was that like that. I was 17. It was an unbelievable feeling. Like it was. I couldn't imagine something recreating that. But this year, like just sitting at home watching it recreated it again because the games were so good. It was like, I mean, obviously game 6 with what everything that went on, Barger getting thrown out. It's just picked off there. It's unreal. Like the levels of emotions are just like this. And you know what? I'm not going to say the better team won because I don't believe that is the case. But the Dodgers ended up doing just enough to win, and kudos to them. And I hope that we get a rematch of that this year because I think that was a fantastic World Series, and I think part 2 would only be better.
Hmm.
yeah, totally agree. I don't agree with the better team didn't win. The better team absolutely won, but We'll talk about some other
Your
time.
opinions on it, Suge, when you were watching it. What was going through your mind and your emotions?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. A lot of people said this was going to be an easy series, maybe a sweep, possibly a 5 games. It was nothing like that. And especially in game one when they blew out the Dodgers, that worried me a lot. Um, and then the 18
but
in a game, you're like, okay, we're up 2-1. We should win the next game. Go back to Toronto, and we just got to win one. And then they beat us after the 18 in a game, and you're like, holy smokes, we
but
have to win two in
you got
Toronto.
yeah, but you guys have an absolute freaking Yakamoto there, so
Yeah, 100%.
that's
Yoshi
the reason
Berra,
you that's the reason you won the World Series was that
hundred
gentleman
percent,
right there.
100%. Yeah,
No days rest. The man, what he go complete game, no days rest, closes out game seven, right? Because people are. I remember when it was
well,
happening.
he only pitched to the sixth or seventh in game six, and then he pitched in game seven. The complete game was, I believe, game
Two.
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 Yeah,
So yeah, so complete game in game two.
and then
He
he was
went.
going to come in for game three, the 18
Yeah,
inning game, but he didn't have to. So
yeah, yeah. People, when that happens, right? They always bring up Madison Bumgarner, the
Hmm.
famous series against Kansas City,
Yeah, San Francisco there. Yeah.
in San Francisco, where in the final game he went a full six. But the reason I'm Yamamoto was pretty impressive because um he had a complete game. He pitched six in another game, and then he closed that out on no days rest in another game. So it's like, yeah, that's wild, man.
Yeah, that's just
Both are pretty freaky in my opinion, and it was I was in awe because as a neutral, right? I hated both teams, and I wanted to find a way like how do both of these teams lose? But I quickly, like, when I was watching the game, right? Because I was watching it. Funny enough, I was watching it in New York too, so it was pretty cool. So I was
there
watching it
you
in
go.
New York, watching the game. I'm just sitting in the hotel room, just watching it, and I'm just like, nothing beats World Series baseball at its highest. When World Series baseball is at its highest, nothing beats it. Like
It's fun to
nothing beats
watch.
it. It's
It's fun to
amazing,
watch.
man.
Yeah.
Because like the thing, right? Everything's going along. Everyone's kind of chimming along. It's cool. Then a 36-year-old man hits a home run that ties the game out of nowhere.
Hmm.
Nobody
Yeah.
expected it. Nobody expected it. Like that. That's
Yeah.
what baseball is. Like you think. Like I remember. You remember Cleveland, Chicago that year when Chicago won the World Series. Nobody was saying Rajah Davis is gonna hit a game tying home run because Rajah Davis don't hit home runs. And then he hit one, and you're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah. There's unsung heroes every year.
Absolutely, man. It was tremendous, man. Howie Kendrick with the Nationals the
Yeah, that's
year
a big
they
one.
made it to the World Series.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's you can be it's amazing, man. I love baseball, man. Like I'm a big fan of baseball. Baseball's been a part of me. It's the first sport I fell in love with when I came to America because I wanted to be an American. So I was like, what's really American? Baseball's really
Hmm.
American. So I fell in love with baseball, and I was like, for the first week, I was like, yo, this looks stupid. And then it grabbed me, man. It grabbed me and hasn't let go. Shout
So
to
what?
shout to shout to Ken Griffey Jr. wherever you are.
There you go. So why don't you? What about your Yankees there, Ferris? What's going through your mind this year when you see it, the team who really didn't do much in the offseason, re-signed a
No,
couple of their players that they had, but really didn't do anything in the offseason. What's your outlook on them going into this year?
minimum playoffs every year. You got to make the playoffs. We get Garrett Cole back, right? So
Hmm.
he's gonna be healthy. Hopefully, Luis Gil stays healthy as well. We have a lot of young pitchers, like young pitchers that we didn't trade in trades. We kept them, so they're being on to learn Matt Blake. But really, the problem is we were told Anthony Volpe was our next great shortstop. He hasn't really panned out.
No.
And now there's another kid who's a better defensive shortstop than him, and his bat looks good in spring training, and Greg Lombard Jr. So we're like, do we already find Anthony Volpe's replacement? So I'm just saying, like me, when Volpe and Oswald Peraza were battling out for shortstop, I always thought Oswald Peraza had a better bat and a better glove than him. That was always my opinion. And I didn't know about this. I never knew about this Anthony Volpe kid. For me, people who are more entrenched in the team probably knew him. It felt to me like he just showed up out of nowhere. That's probably on my part that I should have known more. But he had a good little run. His rookie year and into his sophomore year, but he's kind of tailed off. And can he figure it out? Maybe,
Well,
but
he's got the trust of his coach and he's got the trust of his GM.
yeah.
So I
But,
mean that's
but I
so
want that.
don't.
But here's the thing, Ryan. You say that, but I want the GM and the coach to be fired. So I really don't trust them.
Okay, well there's like
You know
well
what I
then,
mean?
yeah, that's up to you.
So
Yeah, like I mean
I don't really care about their opinion on Anthony Volpe because I
no
don't
that's
either.
that's
Yeah,
fair.
exactly. So
That's
yeah,
fair.
we need. But how, I said this on Good Friends Better Rivals, the football show. I made the comparison how the Yankees and the Cowboys are the same team because big brands still living off of the old glory, and they're always good enough to make the playoffs for playoff money, right? Cowboys get a playoff game, they get playoff money. Yankees make the playoffs, they start charging playoff prices. So Yankees tickets are already expensive enough. But in the playoffs, they're outrageous.
But
And they're
that's
already outrageous.
but that's how teams make their money.
Exactly. How Steinbrenner doesn't care about winning anymore.
No,
He,
I
no,
mean, you guys were just in the World Series, and you lost to the team that was an inch away from winning the World Series. So I don't think it's
no,
not that
Shug,
you.
yeah,
Shug,
yeah,
Shug.
but in the same, but in that token, Shug, the Yankees were supposed to beat us.
Yeah.
They were, but
Like the
No, but
but
Yankees were the
here's the
favorite.
thing. No,
but
here's the thing, Shug.
but the thing,
We made the World Series, right? And then we didn't do anything else to support that team that made the World Series.
well, because you guys ran through the playoffs. It wasn't like you guys barely squeaked in to when you got to that World Series. You guys were dominant during that World Series. I don't recall a game seven. I think you guys won everything in
No,
six.
but here's the thing, Shug.
No,
We lose Garrett Cole. We lose
Didn't you lose
Garrett
a?
Cole.
But you lost them during the middle of the season. I didn't follow the
No, no. So
Yankees.
so so last year we lost him at the beginning of the season. We lost him for the season, and you did nothing. You did
yeah,
nothing. You did
yeah, they
nothing. And
Yeah.
then you also Giancarlo Stanton wasn't healthy again. So
well,
so so
well,
you're so you hire Cody Bellinger to be your protection of Aaron Judge. You could have done more things.
I wouldn't,
Why
I
did
wouldn't, I
you
wouldn't
know?
say New York didn't do anything. I mean,
Yeah.
didn't they bring in Max Fried?
Oh, Max Fried, that's true. Yeah, Max Fried.
So I mean,
No, no,
it's not like they didn't do anything. It's just
Yeah.
it was unfortunate the injury to Garrett Cole.
It shifted the pitching staff because
100%.
Max Fried was the second, and then he became the ace.
That's right. So everyone moved up a spot.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then
But then yeah,
Rendon became the two when we signed Max Fried, we wanted Rendon as the three because Rendon
mhm.
kind of he was hit or miss the year he was with us.
Well,
So
that's
yeah,
right. That's right.
everything got bounced around with Garrett Cole. But the problem is, back in the day, Yankees one injury shouldn't have derailed everything. It
I
did.
don't. I don't think.
It
Well,
derailed.
no,
I don't think it
but
derailed. I just think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Toronto was just it was almost destiny for them. Vlad played outside of Yamamoto was the if you weren't gonna put Yamamoto as an MVP, Vladimir Guerrero was the MVP. Not only him, you had the dude who was the guy that had the streak of hitting.
Clement,
Man,
Ernie
Clement,
Clement was the
Clement.
he hit
MVP.
You
everything, bro.
you
He
had
hit
you had
everything.
you had so many guys on there. You had the young studs of your pitchers.
Trey
They just they,
Savage. Trey
they just
Savage.
had you had Mad Max pitching well for his age. They just had the perfect timing, and I don't think you can take that away from the
Well,
Yankees and say
we were an old old style team. We were contact, good defense, and base running. Like
what's the
we weren't
pitching.
flashy. We weren't flashy with the hitting. Like we weren't dominating home runs or power. We
And
were
you know
just
what?
making
And you know what, Ryan?
pitchers work and work and work.
Yeah, and you know what, Ryan? That's the opposite of the Yankees for the last couple years. We're
100%
power. We're power. We don't know how to base run. And
no
what did you say the third one was?
defense.
Defense. And we weren't very good defensively.
No, yeah,
We're the
but
exact. We're the
you guys
opposite
you
team.
guys are going to slug home runs like no other team is going to be able to do.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy about the World Series is you know who won the games when the whoever won the home run hitting stat, that's the team that won the games. If you go back, Game 7, Dodgers hit 3 home runs. The Jays only hit 1.
Well,
Oh,
They
for
they,
sure.
they,
In,
they
in
hit
that
home run
game,
in Game
yes.
6. Yeah,
But you
so
also had 2 timely home runs. Like like
very
that's baseball.
very timely home runs.
That's
Very timely
baseball.
home runs.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think you guys look at, we can all sit here and say us, our 3 teams. You might throw in the Phillies, you might throw in the Mets, maybe
But
Seattle.
whoa,
What did you say? You
we're
said the
gonna we're gonna.
Mets?
Oh,
Okay.
we're not editing that out. We're gonna make him look stupid.
And I
The
said Mets,
Mets.
the Mets. Yes,
The Mets.
What?
they're a team. They're a good team. They're going to be
Yeah,
there.
but they're the Mets, Chug.
What did I
Come on.
say?
No, I
The
know.
Mets.
They're the Mets. You said the Mets. Like really? Like come on. I know they have
The,
Juan Soto, but come on. Like it's the
well, I
Mets.
mean,
The Mets.
they went and got Boba Shett. They went and got, they went and got
They lost.
guys.
They lost Pete Alonso. So yeah, they're.
We'll see. We'll see. But
We'll see.
outside of Philly, I think our 3 teams are the teams that we expect to be
San
the winners.
Diego.
Maybe Seattle.
San Diego.
Seattle. I
Seattle
think
to me. See,
I
like
think
to
San
me.
Diego's going to choke. I think San
Okay.
Diego is they had their opportunity last year. They were supposed to beat the Dodgers, and they didn't do it. And I don't think they've ever been the same since.
Mm-hmm.
See,
I just
to,
don't think they're the
Yeah,
same team.
Seattle with Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez.
Yeah,
And that's
maybe Chicago Cubs. Those teams.
Chicago should be better, but I
Yeah,
say like our 3 teams are the 3 teams. How whatever
yeah,
order you want to put them in, you put them in.
mm-hmm.
But I believe our 3 teams are the top 3 going into the season.
yeah.
Now Seattle's right up there for sure. The Phillies are going to be up there as well. Like there's some good teams. Don't get me wrong, but I just think that from what everything I've seen and what's going on, I mean, I think that our 3 teams are the 3 that have to be the top tier teams.
Because Seattle got a staff, man.
They do.
They got a staff, brother.
Yeah,
Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller.
but
You know what I mean? They got
but
a
do
staff.
you but do you think Cal Raleigh can duplicate what he did last year?
That's the key right there. Can he?
Because
That's the key.
that would have to happen. Like Seattle's a good team regardless, but if he only hits 20 to 25 or 30 home runs, I don't think that team is as good as what they are with him hitting.
Yeah.
Obviously, him hitting as many as he did last year.
Yeah, then they got a Randy Rosarena and
Yeah.
like Julio Rodriguez, like I said.
Seattle's pitching is very good. That's
Yeah,
Seattle's pitching is very good as well.
And
yeah.
that can carry them in October. But
One hundred percent.
like Ryan said, can they hit when you're going to have to be able to hit? And can Kyle Rawlings duplicate what he did last year?
That's to
We
me
don't
that's
know.
the
It's
biggest
it's
thing.
it's it's like last year with the Yankees, right? The Yankees went downhill when Aaron Judge was out of the lineup. Same
Uh,
thing with Seattle. If Cal Raleigh isn't Cal Raleigh, can Seattle
yeah,
operate still? But
overcome.
I think they can because I trust Julio Rodriguez and oh my god, and Randy Rosarena.
Well, I
Uh,
just think I think their pitching is what they're going to rely on this year.
well, absolutely that too. They have three bona fide starters, and then Luis Castillo. I liked him in Cincinnati when he was traded to Seattle. He was pretty
Mhm.
good, but he's a little older. He's actually the oldest on the staff, so we'll see if he
That's right.
can still keep the heat with him. So
Well,
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think as long as the Yankees doesn't have Aaron Judge giving them motivational speeches, you guys should be fine. Because my God, his motivational speech in the WBC, I fell asleep. Like,
Yeah,
well,
he's not a real emotional guy. He's not a
he
real
well,
really isn't.
emotional guy.
well,
He
he has a
really isn't.
horrible personality. He has an absolute horrible personality. I like he's a tremendous baseball player, but like his personality is just absolutely like it's god awful. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But that to me is where you bring up like somebody like Clayton Kershaw and you say, cheer the boys up. There you go.
Yeah,
You be the captain because
exactly.
he knows how to do stuff, even though he's retired from Major League Baseball now.
Yeah, but he's playing in the.
Yeah, he was selected for World Baseball Classic. Correct.
We'll see how that operates.
hmm
I just hope we don't see another photo of him crying on the bench like all the other times.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm just pointing out a fact. That's it. Let's just point out a fact. Just a fact. All right. But speaking of the World Baseball Classic, thank you for pointing out, guys. Let's transition over. It started last night. I believe the first game was Australia versus Chinese Taipei.
Hmm.
And then this morning it was Czechia versus who, Ryan? You
I
were in
believe it
Korea.
was Korea.
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 Korea won 11-4 against Czechia, and
Put the
then
spanking on them.
yeah, and then I think Australia beat who did Australia beat Chinese Taipei, right? No, is that
I'm
one?
I'm not I'm not 100% sure. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
I think there was only one game last night, Ferris.
I
I
think
think
Chinese
tonight.
Taipei might be today.
Oh no, they beat them 3-0 right there.
Oh, three
Is
nothing.
Yeah,
that?
Okay.
3-0.
It's not
Yeah,
showing. Okay.
yeah, yeah. It was on Wednesday the 4th. It was
Oh,
technically
okay, okay, okay. I see it now.
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
last night,
last
late
night.
Okay.
last night. Yeah.
Last night. So it was 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. our time. So yeah, Travis Berzani, the number one overall pick that was drafted by Cleveland, is actually on. He's Australian, so he was on the team for Australia. He's the guy who hit the home run that got them the victory. So shout
Nice.
out to him. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it was. Let me. I want to double check. It was. Was it him? No, no. He just hit one home run. He had an RBI, and then the other guy was Ryan Perkins, I believe. Robbie Perkins, their catcher. He hit the two-run homer that won them the game. But yes,
Perfect.
it started last night. It's continuing this morning. I want to get to who do we think is probably the people who would win it. I think it's probably going to be 2 to 3 teams. I probably think probably know the 3 teams, but maybe a dark horse if y'all want to throw one in there. Let's start off with you, Shug. Where do you think the World Baseball Classic is going to go and operate?
I mean, if Yamamoto throws some complete games, I mean, you got to have Japan as the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Japan, uh, Puerto Rico, Dominican, Mexico, um, U.S. is probably my dark horse. But I think those are the teams that you're looking at. Maybe a Panama, maybe a Cuba. But I think it's Japan and everybody else. I think it's
Japan or the field?
yeah, I think it's Japan or the field. Japan just, I mean, you send you have obviously Otani coming over there. He's gonna be able to. He can pitch. I don't know. I
I
heard.
don't think he is though.
Yeah, I think there was a news thing that came across my feed that said he's not pitching. So he's
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
heard that.
DH. Yeah, he's just
Well,
gonna DH.
it's
But you never know.
still not bad either to have
Yeah.
Otani as a DH.
I I think I know this is not World Baseball Classic, but I think he's trying to go for the Cy Young this year. I think that's why he doesn't want to pitch in the World Baseball Classic.
Keep
I
his
think
arm
he wants,
free.
yeah, keep his arm free and try to go for a Cy Young because he will be full time pitching this year for the Dodgers. Um, yeah, I think obviously Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican, those have some good solid teams. Mexico has some good solid teams, and then I think it's a U.S. So I think we're probably going to get a U.S. Japan final, unless there's an upset. But those are my top teams, and I think Japan takes it, and they just keep that's Japan market just keeps growing and growing because of Otani and all these players that we have over here now.
Ryan, what about you, big dog?
I mean, it's kind of hard, like Shug said. I mean, Japan. I mean, they're the defending champions. They've, their roster really hasn't changed from the last time. So, I mean, yeah, you got to figure they'll be up there. Um, yeah, I mean, from a dark horse standpoint, like I don't know, like there's probably 6 teams that you could just totally eliminate and say, yeah, I don't think so. I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely.
I would put like dark horse like if Dominican wins, would we be surprised?
No, no, that's not a dark horse. I'm thinking
Like
more
if
like,
say like a team like Venezuela, then that to
yeah,
me that's a dark horse.
yeah.
Like I don't think teams like I mean Australia obviously got off to a good start, but I don't think once they play better competition, I don't think that teams like that will be able to show anything. I
I'll,
mean
I'll
I
just say I just want to respond to you real quick about the Dominican Republic. I think if they beat Japan, that's a upset and kind of a dark horse thing. But I agree with what you're saying. My apologies.
no worries. Again, I like on paper I don't think there's been a better team fielded in a World Baseball Classic than what the Americans are putting out this year. I think from a talent standpoint, I think that they are. I mean that's a stack. Like that's a team that I don't see too many teams that can handle, except for one. But
Yeah, man.
I
Like,
but
because look,
but
look
but
at
I
the
don't even know
Cardinals, man.
is there a chance that you get a US Japan semifinal?
There's a chance. There's a chance. Yeah, I
If
think so.
if you get that, then I believe you can get a dark horse that come in to put it out for one game and win the championship. And I believe that team. I think you're going to see Japan states in the semis. They're going to kick the crap out of each other, whatever team comes out of that. I don't know if there's a break, like if it's a day off or whatever until the final. But a team that has me just so intrigued is Mexico.
Yes, absolutely.
That team absolutely intrigues me. It's just I don't know. There's just players like I'm like that person is on Mexico. What? Like would have never have guessed. But I have Mexico as my dark horse, and I have Mexico to win it all.
Yeah, because
Oh,
no, because last yeah, I'm with you, Ryan. Because last World Baseball Classic, they beat the U.S. and they were looking good. The only team that beat Mexico was
Was
Japan,
Japan?
and Mexico had a chance to beat Japan at the end, and
Hmm.
then and then I think Shohei Ohtani shut the door. But Mexico, shout out to Mexico. I'm watching them. I'm watching them right because, like you're right, man. Randy Rosarena's back. Alec Thomas. I didn't know he was Mexican. Shout out to you, Alec
That's
Thomas.
that's what
You
I'm
know,
saying. Like
yeah, yeah. But so they're also a good a team, right? Even some of the pitchers, right? I believe I'm trying to what was that pitcher last time? Like, oh, is he not? Oh, he's not on the roster. Oh, that not time is Patrick Sandoval, I believe. He was the
mhm.
pitcher who went 7 against the U.S., beat the U.S., shut them out. But I don't think he's on the roster this time around. So that's probably a big blow to them. But yeah, man, shout out to Mexico, man. Be on the watch out, man. Mexico is good. Tuan Walker's on this team. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, hey, man, Mexico, shout out to them. But me, man, I really wanted to say Puerto Rico as a dark horse, but the problem is they got really shafted with the insurance stuff. So a lot of their good players are not playing due to the fact that they were denied insurance to play in the World Baseball Classic. Because Francisco Lindor wants to be on this team.
Mhm.
He wanted to be on this team, but the insurance denied him, so he wasn't allowed to. There's a bunch of Puerto Rican players who weren't allowed to be on the national team, so they got really shafted. They're missing 2 to 3 players
Yeah.
of that should be on this team. You still got some well known people like Nolan Arenado, Martin Maldonado, and then you got Edwin Diaz, but he's a closer. How much can
Well,
really
hey,
affect
as long as you got a lead, you got a
exactly?
closer who you know can close.
Yeah. Helia Ramos, Willie Castillo, and then MJ Melendez. Like they got some good players, but not like the like Carlos Correa ain't on here.
No,
Francisco Lindor is not here. So that's 2 big guns not on the team. So they got
and
really shafted. I really was gonna
and
say
and two two of the best shortstops.
yeah. So like who plays shortstop now? Like who
That's
plays
the
shortstop?
question. That's the
Like
question.
exactly. But yeah, shot. You know what team that I'm really looking out for? Not is Venezuela
Hmm.
because I looked at the roster and they got the Contreras brothers. They have Salvador Perez. Then they got Luis Ariz, Andres Jimenez, Jackson Churio from
Mhm.
Milwaukee, Ronald
Yeah,
Acuna Jr. So they got some good guys. So
they got something. Yeah,
a dark horse, Venezuela. But
nice.
man, the U.S., bro. Let me tell you their 3 top pitchers: Paul Skeens,
Yeah.
Tarek Skubal, Logan Webb.
Can I just say something about Tarek Skubal? From what I've heard, he's only going to pitch in one game, and that's it.
And it's against Great Britain.
Yeah,
It,
and so that's the only game he's going to be able to pitch in.
I know why. I know why he's not doing the full shebang because he's in a contract dispute with Detroit,
Detroit.
and he wants to make sure he doesn't injure himself in the middle of the contract dispute. And this is his last year. He wants a big payday. So
Yeah,
I think that's why they kind of said you're against Great Britain because it's
yeah, oh yeah,
Great Britain. It's Great
yeah.
Britain.
We're gonna
But yeah,
feed him.
man.
Yeah, we're feed Great Britain to the wolves. That's what
Bro,
we're gonna
then
do.
dude, on the back end, bro, their back end, their bullpen, bro, Mason Miller,
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Bednar, even like
Clay
it's
Holmes,
fantastic.
Clay Holmes, Bednar, Ryan Yarbrough. Pitching should carry the U.S. to the final. It should, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, they lose Tarek Skubal. But man, look at the stat, bro. Cal Raleigh, Will Smith is the backup, bro.
yeah.
Will Smith is the backup catcher,
The World Series hero last year is backup.
dude. It's insane, bro. It's insane. And then
Yeah.
Bobby Witt, Gunnar Henderson, Ernie Clement. Hey, Ernie's American. Hell yeah, nice.
Yes.
Yeah. And then on the outfield, bro, like Brian Bruxton, Pete Crow Armstrong, Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, like,
It's
oh,
it's
it's like I said,
I'm
if
gonna
you
go.
like,
I'm gonna go. U.S. is I'm gonna go with the U.S. winning. But if it's a dark horse, man, be on the lookout for Venezuela. Man, be on the
yeah,
lookout
that's
for
fair.
Venezuela. But
I'll just say this real quick. Looking at the pools, um, Pool D is obviously the weakest. You got the Netherlands, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Dominican. So I'm assuming Venezuela, Dominican are going to get out of that pool. Pool C,
yes,
That's fair.
you have Australia, Korea, Czechia, Japan, and Chinese Taipei. So I'm thinking Japan, maybe
Korea,
Australia, maybe
Korea,
or maybe or maybe
Korea.
Korea. Yeah, probably Japan and Korea.
It'll be one of those three teams.
Pool B, you got Great Britain, Mexico, Brazil, United States. So I'm assuming United States and
Oh,
Mexico out of that
Mexico.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
But but you were talking about Puerto Rico, Ferris. I mean, Puerto Rico
Pool
has a
A.
pitching. Yeah, Pool
Pool A
A,
is
Cuba, Panama, Puerto Rico, Colombia, and
that's
Canada,
tough.
and
that.
Canada.
That was kind of
Yeah,
a toss up.
That's a tough one. That is going to be a tough one. But I think they can pull it out. It's between Colombia and probably Cuba.
Canada. I
For the
think Canada. I think it's gonna be Colombia and
no,
Canada.
No,
no,
they're missing.
no.
They're missing firepower. I don't think Freddie Freeman's paying for them
He's
this
not
year.
playing. But if you look at their pitching staff, I mean, they brought a guy who's 37 years old. Like, that's all I
Yeah,
need to say about Canada's pitching.
yeah. Let's
It's
go.
not going to be
Let's go.
good.
Let's go Panama then. Let's go Panama. Cause
So
sheesh.
it's gonna be fun. It's the World Baseball Classic has grown. I love what it's doing. You probably don't bring your. Sometimes you like you said the pitchers are probably pitching one game. You kind of showcase your young stars, and then those guys get opportunities in the MLB. So it's gonna be fun to watch. I'm excited. I got my Puerto Rico jersey, but I'm also rooting for. I'm rooting for three teams here: United States, Japan, and Puerto Rico. Those are my teams.
Nice,
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
Hey man, you know what? A team. Hey man, the Netherlands. Because here's the thing about the Netherlands, right? They get like they also get their territory players. Like they get the players from Curacao and other territories that are like
That's
Netherlands.
true. That's
Like they
true.
so like be on the lookout for them. They got Kenley Jansen on the staff. I know he's old, but they got Kenley Jansen. Um, Ozzy Albies, Xander Bogarts, Didi Gregorius.
Yeah, it's
You know,
it,
so
it,
yeah,
it's one thing to have all them players,
and
positional players.
yeah, and Andrew
It's one thing to
and
have pitching.
yo
Pitching
yeah,
is the big thing.
pitching is the key. Funny enough, their managers Andrew Jones and Drew Jones, his son, is also playing on the team.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
yeah, so that's pretty cool as well. But yeah, pitching is key to everything. And if you
Yeah,
don't got good pitching,
especially in this format.
exactly. But guys, I think we've gone 38 minutes. We've talked about it. Uh, first show
Awesome.
feels good. I
Just
had that, I
easing
had
into
that, I
it.
had that, I had that mix up with the hat because I felt kind of weird wearing the hat with the headphones. I don't know. It feels weird on my head, so I took it off. You see me like freak out. You see me freak out like
Oh yeah, and then you try to turn it backwards, and then that
yeah.
didn't work, and
It
then
didn't
it's
work. It's just take it off,
you
Harris. Take it off.
you do you, Ferris. You do you.
I'll find a way. I'll find a way. Shout out to the Yankees. But on that note, guys, where can let's head on now. Let's tell people where they can find us. Ryan, where they can find you.
You can find me here on the Good Friends Better Rivals channel. We're doing the hockey. I do a hockey show with Snark. It's called the Post Whistle. We're actually we're having a show Saturday evening. Going to talk some trade deadline, teams
Mm-hmm.
that improved, teams that decided to sell, buyers, sellers, and what we think about everything going forward. And so that's here, right here, Good Friends Better Rivals channel, Post Whistle. That's where my next adventure is.
Yeah, also be on the lookout. Me and Ryan also do a golf show. So coming up, we got the Players Championship. So be on the
Yes.
lookout for that. We're gonna do like a watch along and certain videos with it as well. So Shout out to that. Shout out to the fairway. Suge, where can people find you, my man?
You can find me doing the Still Conspiracy with Adelia. We're gonna be back very soon. Just been super busy with life and everything, but we will be back soon. Also, catch me on the oh my god, I can't remember the show name right now. Um, our basketball show. Who I can't remember the name right now, but you can
The
find me with
step
me and
back.
The
The
Josh.
step
step
back.
back.
The
The
step
The
step
back.
step
back.
back.
Thank you. Thank you. I am so lost right now. The step back with me and Josh. That I believe we're going to be doing a show very soon. Come hang out with us with that, and then also too we got the Marvel post credit shows that we do talking about Marvel movies and trailer reactions from me and Adelia. So got a bunch of stuff we're working on. Also, I'll be here with the baseball show with Ryan and Ferris. So I appreciate everybody that supports. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe button. Really appreciate it.
All right, guys. My name is Ferris Blonde. You can find me here. Um, um, on the Good Friends Better Rivals on Friday, 12 o'clock Pacific. Me and Caleb, we're doing Good Friends Better Rivals at 12, not the usual 5 o'clock, unfortunately. We'll be talking NFL Combine and round up some Cowboys news. But on our sister channel today, Rewatchers Councils, two of them. One at 3 o'clock, me and Snark will be talking about Buffy, and then another one at 5:30. It is the big one, the whole shebang. It is the Marvel Cinematic Rewatchers Council. We are doing Endgame. So be there tonight. Like and subscribe at
Wow.
5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. So be on the lookout for that today on our sister channel, the post credits. But without further ado, thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you had a wonderful time. We're still getting our bearings together. We love baseball. We're going to keep going. So be on the lookout for 90 feet. It's me, Ferris. That's my main man, Ryan. And that's our big dog, Suge. So peace out and see you guys next time.